A Las Vegas CEO just dropped a bombshell, claiming the emptiness in Las Vegas isn't an accident, but a strategic move on purpose. For a city built on luck and luxury, the Strip has never looked more uncertain. Visitor numbers are plummeting, prices are skyrocketing, and even insiders admit that the middle class is being intentionally pushed out. So what's really happening behind the neon? According to the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, visitation has decreased by over 11.3%, resulting in approximately 400,000 fewer people in just 1 month. Analysts say it's one of the sharpest tourism drops since the pandemic. But if you ask casino executives, this wasn't a fluke, it was a deliberate choice. During a 2023 earnings call, Caesars Entertainment CEO Tom Reeg made headlines when he said the company was focusing on more profitable customers. He didn't use the phrase kicking out the poors directly, but the message was clear. Currently, that philosophy is everywhere on the Strip. The classic Vegas experience, cheap rooms, free drinks, and endless buffets, has been quietly replaced by a model designed to squeeze every dollar out of every guest. In late 2024, MGM Resorts raised nightly resort fees to $8 across several of its properties, marking its second increase that year. Today, most Strip resorts charge between $40 and $55 per night on top of room rates that are already running higher than pre-pandemic levels. Added up, and your $150 room suddenly becomes approximately $220 before taxes. Talking about drinks, they're also a part of the problem too. Visitors have flooded Reddit and TripAdvisor with complaints about prices that feel closer to robbery than hospitality. Even after a $25 cocktail, $30 pancakes, $35 burgers, you're still expected to tip. It's not just the tourists feeling squeezed. Vegas workers are also watching their income shrink. Not only that, on TikTok, servers across the Strip echo the same story. The customers are tipping less because their own wallets have been stretched too thin. The numbers back this up. Citywide hotel occupancy dropped by 78.9%. Average daily room rates also slid by 5.5%, and revenue per available room, a key profitability measure, has sunk by 7.6%. Even more revealing, the Strip's casinos' net income reportedly fell by about 40% in 2024. Though the overall gaming revenue actually rose, the truth is casinos are charging more, earning more, but keeping less, as the tax revenue is starting to show cracks. Beyond that, room tax collections hit a record of $382.7 million in 2024. Nevertheless, local officials are already bracing for a 5 to 6% decline. Since a third of these taxes fund public schools and transportation, every lost tourist hits the community hard. While executives celebrate premium repositioning, the city built on accessibility is quietly shutting its doors to the very people who made it thrive. The question is, when the glitz fades and the free spectacles vanish, what will be left of the Vegas dream? Remember when Vegas was about wonder, when families could line up along the Strip just to watch the Mirage volcano erupt, or cheer as the pirates of Treasure Island battled it out on the water, all for free. That was the Vegas that made everyone feel like a star, no matter how much was in their wallet. But that version of the city is disappearing fast. Undoubtedly, one of the most famous free attractions in Las Vegas is the Mirage volcano, though it hasn't been erupting nightly since 1989, and it doesn't cost a dime. But in August 2024, the volcano was permanently shut down and demolished to make room for Hard Rock's new guitar-shaped hotel tower. Then there's the Treasure Island Pirates show, attracting millions over 2 decades. They were also canceled back in 2013, but the void they left was never filled. In January 2024, another piece of family fun vanished when Marvel's Avengers Station at Treasure Island closed permanently. Even small themed exhibits, affordable buffets, and free street performances, which give Vegas its character, are fading. For decades, these attractions were part of an unwritten deal. You might lose some money gambling, but in exchange, you'd get entertainment and a taste of luxury. But things aren't the same anymore. Casinos have made it clear that they're chasing high rollers, not the everyday visitor. Big spenders known as whales and billionaires. These players often gamble millions per session, and in return, they get the kind of treatment that most guests can only dream of. Private jets, Rolls-Royce transfers, VIP penthouses, and access to invite-only gaming salons. But here's the big catch. According to John Adimo's book, Legalized Gambling, America's Bad Bet, it's actually the lower and middle-class gamblers who fund most of the casino industry's revenue, and not the whales. While the high rollers are flashy, they make up a tiny fraction of the total income. And now Vegas is driving away the customers who actually keep it alive. Without a slip of tongue, the economic cracks are already showing. Imagine an NFL stadium where only the luxury boxes are full while the regular seats are always empty. It makes you wonder, how long before even the VIPs are empty too? Local casinos off the Strip are quietly thriving, some reporting revenue increases of up to 50%, precisely because they still cater to everyday players and locals who want value in exchange for money. The Strip, meanwhile, is turning into an expensive showroom where even the owners are becoming bored. It's not just about nostalgia, it's simple economics. Vegas, which was once the world's capital of illusion, a place that can make anybody feel important and fulfilled, is becoming a ghost town. Now, the illusion is breaking. And yet the story doesn't end there. While the magic is losing its potency on the Strip, the money chase behind it is getting more intense. If Las Vegas was built on risk, it's now doubling down. But this time, the gamble isn't on the tables, it's on the customers. Casinos are betting everything on smaller, richer crowds called high-value guests, and this strategy might be the biggest mistake ever. Looking at data, Caesar Entertainment's Q4 2023 earnings call, CEO Tom Reed proudly stated that the company was focusing on the most profitable segments and moving away from what he called low-value players. This shift is already creating what many analysts are calling the high roller trap. Here's how it works. When casinos focus too heavily on premium players, they begin reshaping their entire ecosystem. Entry fees go up, shows cost more, and regular visitors are left feeling unwelcome. The irony is that the whales that Vegas is chasing don't actually deliver stable revenue. In 2024, gaming analyst from CBRE, or Coldwell banker Richard Ellis, reported that while high-end spending was up 18%, total visitation was down 9%. Meanwhile, local casinos that targeted middle-income gamblers, places like Red Rock and South Point, reported consistent growth. It's a tale as old as business itself. When you chase only the elite, you risk losing the crowd that made you successful in the first place. Even inside the casinos, you could feel the difference. Tables once filled with $10 minimums now start at $25 or even $50 on weekdays. Slot machines that used to accept pennies now demand $1 spins. Some resorts, like the Venetian and the Wynn, quietly raised drink thresholds. It's a small shift that sends a big message. This isn't your Vegas anymore. Financially, the trap goes deeper. While gaming revenue hit $15.5 billion on the Strip in 2024, a record profit margin actually fell. Why? Marketing costs to lure high-end gamblers soared. Free jets, VIP suites, luxury experiences. These comps eat into revenue faster than penny slots ever did. In fact, Vegas is spending more to attract fewer people. Even Morgan Stanley analysts warned that the Strip's premium strategy is hitting diminishing returns already. Meanwhile, locals and regular travelers, the heartbeat of Las Vegas, are quietly choosing alternatives. Many are heading to Laughlin, Reno, or tribal casinos in California, where the atmosphere feels friendlier and price is fairer. Others are skipping gambling altogether, turning to cheaper entertainment cities like Nashville or Miami. Tourism boards are getting warned too, as Clark County officials recently reported a 7% decline in convention attendance. A major blow since conferences and expos were once Vegas's economic anchor. So where does that leave the city that once called itself the entertainment capital of the world? Right now, Vegas is at a crossroads. It can keep chasing the wealthy, or it can reconnect with the millions